Good morning, class. So at this point we are looking at integers. I think we're wrapping up today this topic. So let's get into it. I think there's this one part of the examples that still needs to be done, which is the substitution, but I gave you the substitution section for homework anyway. Not so? Right. So at this point what we're going to do first is I'm going to do the examples on the substitution method first. Then I'm going to read out the answers, and then you're going to tell me which of the questions you want me to explain on the board, or we'll do it together depending on how much time we got left after the examples. Okay. So that we're coming back to. So number 3 wasn't cut, no? You must cut number 3. Okay, that's grade 9. So I'm just going to get the examples quickly. But we did all these examples here, no? Hello? Can you stop? Listen, in the class, you can call me after office here. Call me after office here in the class. Sorry about that. So we did all these examples. We did types of subtraction summary. We spoke about horizontal and vertical subtraction. Eh? Right, so now we're going to look at substitution quickly. You write this little note down. Okay, so here we are told that here the variables are replaced by the given values, so that the expression is now a numerical value, as a numerical value. Alright, you all okay with that? We're looking at the example on page 50. We are told if a is equal to -1, b is equal to -2, and c is equal to 5. Calculate the values, or the value of ab times b plus bc plus 3b cubed. Alright, so what do we do here? Sorry? What are we going to do here? Replace a with -1, b with -2, c with 5. So do your thing quickly. So by doing that, we're going to have a, which is -1 times b, which is -2 plus -2 times c, which is 5, plus 3, or b value is -2 cubed. You all agree with that? Any confusion there? Any confusion? So before we can add or subtract these terms, we need to simplify them. Okay? So what's negative 1 times negative 2? Positive 2. What's positive times negative times positive? Positive times negative is? Times positive is? Negative. 2 times 5 is? 10. However, I need to work out these brackets first. So it's going to be 3 multiplied by negative 2 cubed. That means to say it's negative 3 times, negative 2 times negative 2 times negative 2. Negative 8. Or you can say negative to an odd exponent will always be negative, and 2 cubed is going to be 8. So what do I have to do first before I do anything else? Get rid of the bracket. So get rid of the bracket. That's going to give us 2 minus 10. What's positive 3? What's positive times negative? Negative 3 times 8 is 24. So 2 minus 10. You say negative 12. Where's your number line?
Oh, so I mistake. I thought that 2 was negative.
I thought 2 was negative. Okay. So negative 8. Minus 24. Negative 3. Okay. Again, A is equal to negative 1, B is equal to negative 2, C is equal to 1. Any confusion there, people? No? Right? Let's look at the next question. Number 2. Do the first step. Alright, so what do we have? Open brackets. That negative is this negative. Not so? Open brackets, the value of A is negative 1. The value for B is negative 2. The value for C is 5 raised to the exponent 2. Or you could have had, instead of the brackets, of course, the multiplication sign. Not so? So what needs to be done first? You must simplify inside the bracket first, before I apply the square. Not so? It's going to make life a bit easier for us. So do that with me. You don't understand the substitution? The blank. You see, what we have in the past, the values for A, B, and C could have been any values. That's why it's called a variable. It can change. It variates. It changes. So here in this part of the exercises, we are given values for A, B, and C. or x, y, and z, whatever. And the value assigned to A is negative 1. The value assigned to B is negative 2. The value assigned to C is 5. So wherever I see an A, I put a negative 1, which is here. Wherever I see a B, I put a negative 2, and wherever I see a C, I put a 5. So by doing that substitution, I put whatever A is in the bracket, whatever B is in the bracket, whatever C is in the bracket. That's all I do. Okay? So inside the bracket, we're going to say, what's negative times negative? Positive times negative? Negative times positive? Negative. 1 times 2 times 5 is 10 raised to the exponent 2. You all okay with that? Alright, so simplify. So what would this answer be? Positive 100. You all agree with that? Right? Right, there's number 3. Okay. So the one that says you didn't understand, do the substitution now, Michael. Go for it.
So I said 2 brackets.
Yes.
And then negative 1.
Yes.
To the exponent of 3.
Yes.
Plus 3 brackets. And then negative 2.
Yeah, well done.
And then since I...
You want to carry on, nice?
No, that's fine.
No, no, it's fine. Carry on. I was going to ask somebody else, but you were talking. Okay, carry on.
So then I put the 2 again. And then, no, sorry, sir. So I said a positive times a negative is a negative.
So you multiply that first.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
But sir, I know that negative 1 is 1 of 3 is 1. So it's still
Nope. Is it 1 or negative 1?
negative 1.
Negative 1. So what I do is, I first do step by step. That's going to be safer for you. Okay? So if you make a mistake, we know where your mistake is. Carry on. So this here can be multiplied. So what did you get in?
Negative 6.
Nice. So that gives us?
Negative 2.
Yes, minus 6. What's negative 2 minus 6?
Negative 8.
Okay, well done. Who got that right? What did you get, Michael?
So I made a mistake.
Yes, of course. Now, if you didn't get that answer, you made a mistake. That's obvious. Okay? You get the substitution as we have it there.
No, sir.
What do you have?
I have positive 2
Yeah.
minus 1. Wait, sir, I got the part wrong. So I did the first part right.
So you got this what I have here.
Yes, sir, and then the second line is wrong.
So what do you have in your second line?
Positive 2
8. How do you get 8? Review your book, let me see what you get to. Your book here? So that is right. How do you get 8? You see here, this must be done. In the negative 1 cube, you see this 8. That 3 is on the negative 1. Can you see? That's your mistake. So 3 times negative 1 cube is negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1, which is negative 1. Okay. So it looks like you put a cube on the 2. That's where you went around. Right, you all got that, people? Right, there's the next one, number 4. Let's sort out number 4 quickly. Right, this is the substitution. You guys ready?
Yes.
Right? What do we substitute? Is negative 1 squared, yes. Open brackets, yes. Negative 2, yes. Minus negative 2. You all agree with that? Okay, and this was all over. Who got that wrong? Who got that right? Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to apply the square here, there, and this we can multiply up. Not so? So what's negative 1 squared? This is negative 1 times negative 1. Positive 1. Times negative 2 squared. Whoever's phone is that, please put it on silent. Negative 2 squared. Positive 4. Not so? Now what's negative times negative? Positive. And positive times positive? Positive. 2 times 5? 10. Over negative 1. You all agree with that? Now what? What do we do now? Like terms, not so? No. The bracket, get rid of the bracket. So what's positive 1 times positive 4? Positive 4 plus 10 over negative 1. What's 4 plus 10? 14 over negative 1, which is? Negative 14. Okay. Any confusion there? No. Right, so right, number 1. Let's go to number 1 quickly. This is exercise 4, page 51. Right. Number 1.1. What's that answer? Negative 3. The positive divided by negative is negative 5 into 15 3 times. The next one? Positive 4. Negative divided by negative is positive. 5 goes into 24 times. The next one? Negative 3. You all agree with that? Negative divided by positive is negative. 6 goes into 6 1 to 18 3 times. The a's are the same, so they cancel. Alright, number 1.4. Negative 1 is correct. Positive, negative divided by positive is negative. 12ac cancels 12ac, it leaves you with 1. 1.5. Negative 5a4, which is correct. Positive divided by negative is negative. 4 going to 4 once, 4 going to 20, 5 times. 5 minus 1 is 4, that leaves you a4. The b's are the same, so they cancel. Okay, all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this off. And move this over. Number 1.11. Answer is 4y squared over 5x. Absolutely correct. Negative divided by negative is positive. 4 goes to the 4 times into 25 times. That's how I get 4 over 5. There's more y's on top. So it's y squared. And there's more x's at the bottom, which is x. 6 minus 5 is 1. Okay, you don't need to put that one. The next one? 1a to the exponent 2 over 2 is absolutely correct. Negative divided by negative is positive. 10 goes into 10 once, 22 times. So it's 1 over 2. Where's the more a's? Top. So it's going to be a squared over 2 or 1a squared over 2 or a half a squared over 2. It's all acceptable. Okay? Any confusion there? The next one? Negative 4 b squared, yes? Who would like to give me the answer to 1.13? Negative 4b squared is on the right track. Okay, let me do it. Does this 4 apply? Is that 4 on that negative there? No. So that negative is that negative. 2 to the exponent 4. No. 2 to the exponent 4 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 16. B, 2 times 4 is 8 over 4ab squared. Negative divided by positive is negative. 4 goes into 4 once, 4 goes into 16, 4 times. So it's 4. Where's the more b's? On top. So it's b, c. Is there any a's on top? No, so it goes to the bottom. So it's negative 4b6 over 8. Yes, Michael? Without the a? No. Because the a belongs to the denominator, not the numerator. So you saying it's negative 4a, b to the 6, you have lost them all. So answer to the next one. Okay, so what needs to be done first? That exponent 3, not so. So negative to an odd exponent will always be negative. There's a 1 on that a. So that will be a. 1 times 3 is 3 times. Negative squared will always be negative to an even exponent. Positive. So 2 squared is 4. A squared raised to the power 2 is a to the 4 over negative 6a. So now we can multiply the top out. So that will give you positive times a negative is negative. There's a 1 in front of a cubed. So 1 times 4 is 4. A cubed times a4 will be a to the exponent 7 over negative 6a. You all okay with that? Negative divided by negative, positive. 2 goes into 4 twice. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So it's 2 over 3. Where's the more a's? top. So it will be A. 7 minus 1 is? Who got that one right? Okay, now let me give you the answer and I ask what's the answer? Huh? That doesn't matter. Even if you get it wrong, it's fine. But I can tell you where you're going wrong. What's your answer to number 1.15? 4. It's correct. So how do we do that? Add the top first, not so? So what's 4p plus 6p? 10p minus 2p? 8p. Over negative 1 plus 3. Negative 1 plus 3. Positive 2. You people are not using your number lines. So don't use your head. Use your number line for now. So what can happen here? 2 goes into 2 ones, 2 go into 8. 4 times. Your p's cancel. So you left with 4 over 1, which is 4. $1.6. What's your answer there? 4x is correct. The next one? 4a squared b, and the c is cancelled. Not so? Right, next. 1 over 2 a. Correct. 30 going to 31 into 60 twice. So it's 1 over 2. There's more a's in your denominator. 2 minus 1 is 1. So it's 1 over 2a. However, this a can never be written next to it like it. It's only when it's in your numerator. Okay? The next one, 1.9. Correct? For negative divided by negative is positive. 4 going to 4 once, 4 going to 12. 3 times. More x's in the numerator, not so? Okay, x. 3 minus 1 is 2. Where's the more y's? Top. So it's y squared z. So z is only in the numerator. If you put it over 1 and then drop the 1 in the next step, no problem. Number 1.10, positive 1 over 3 a squared. The b belongs to the denominator. That's a y. So there's more b's in the denominator. Are you all okay with that? We could have written it without the 1 in front of the a. As a over b. It's actually a squared, yes, absolutely good. Why? Because a 3 minus 1 is 2. Right, you all agree with that? Okay. Any confusion? Okay. 1.16. What's your answer here? Not 3a. Negative 3a plus 4 will be absolutely. Each one of its own. So it's 6a over negative 2 minus 8b over negative 2. Positive divided by negative is negative. 2 goes into 6 3 times, so it's 3a. Negative divided by negative is positive. 2 goes into 1, so into 8 4 times, so it's 4b. So answer the next one. Negative x, yes, plus 2y minus 4 x y squared. Absolutely. Each one of its own. So it's 3x squared over negative 3x minus 6xy over negative 3x plus 12x squared y over negative 3x. You all got that? Positive divided by negative is negative. 3 is cancelled. X squared over x is x. Negative divided by negative is Positive. 3 going to 3 once and 6 twice. X's cancel. Y. Positive divided by negative is negative. 3 going to 3 once into 12 4 times. X cancels with one of that, so it's x, y squared. The next one. 2x minus 6y minus 1. You all got that? Okay. So we get 4x, 4 over 2x cubed is going to give us 2x. Negative 12x cubed y over 2x cubed will be negative 6y. And negative 2x cubed divided by 2x cubed is going to be negative 1. The next one, what needs to be done first here? Get rid of the brackets. Multiply that in. So what do we get there? 2x squared minus 6xy plus 10y squared over negative 2x. You all agree with that? So what do I do now? You put each one of its own. Not so? I mean to have separated there over negative 2x. So this gives us positive divided by negative, negative. 2 cancels 2, not so. Leave you with 1x. What's negative divided by negative? Positive. 2 going to 2 once, 2 going to 6, 3 times. So it's 3. The x's cancel, not so. 3, 1. What's positive divided by negative? Negative. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 going to 10, 5 times. So it's 5 y squared over. Sorry? Oh, I forgot the square. In the denominator. Yep, my mistake there. Let's go again. So there must be a square, squared, squared. Right. So that will be negative, and the x is cancelled. It's not so. So it's negative 1. Negative divided by negative is positive. 2 goes into 2 once into 6, 3 times. Where's the more x's? At the bottom. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Where's the more y's? On top. It's only y's on top. Positive divided by negative, negative. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 going to 10, 5. It's 5y squared over. Thank you. Any confusion here? No? Okay, you did all of number 1 now, not so? Yes? 1.20, I missed it. Oh, sorry. Right, 1.20, what must be done first here? You add like this, not so. So what is 4 minus 10? Negative 6. So 4x cubed minus 10x cubed. Negative 6x cubed plus 3x squared over. They are like terms, not so? 3x squared. So what do I do now? With each one over its own term in the numerator, not so? So what do I have here? Negative 6x cubed over 3x squared. Plus 3x squared over 3x squared. What's negative divided by positive? Negative. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 6 twice. So it's going to be 2x. The 3 minus 2 is 1. Plus. This cancels completely. Gives you a 1. Right, you all agree with that, people?
Yes, sir.
Right, nice. Let's carry on with our lives. So exercise 4, page 51. Number 2. Complete the following. X squared multiplied by, a squared multiplied by some number or variable is going to give you a to the exponent 12. So what is that shorting? A to the exponent? Sorry? So it's 18. You all agree with that? Alright. 2.2. X cubed multiplied by what is going to give you x10? X to the power 7 is absolutely correct. No? And we can test it. We can say x cubed times x7. It will give you x. The next one? A 4. 4, 5, 6, and 9. Absolutely. The next one? X to the exponent? Oh, sorry, not x but a to the exponent p. As you can see, when you're multiplying and bases are the same, we add the exponents. Not so. So it's going to be x, a to the x multiplied by a to the p will give you a to the x plus p. Remember, when you're multiplying and bases are the same, we add the exponents. 2.5. Positive 4 is absolutely correct. Positive times negative is negative. 2 times 4 is 8. The next one. Let's just move this over. Just hang on. Okay, 2.6. Negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 3 is positive 15. Absolutely correct. The next one. Negative divided by what is negative? Positive. 30 divided by 5 is 6. Absolutely correct. The next one. You all agree with that? Positive 12 or 12. Positive divided by negative is negative. 12 divided by 3 is 4. Yes, next. Positive 6 is correct. Because we have some number multiplied by negative 9. Some number multiplied by negative 9 is negative 2. So it's going to be 18. Not so? You all agree with that? It's 18. However, that has to be 18. So negative 3 multiplied by some number is 18. And what is that number?
6.
Negative 6. No, 6. Just hang on. Oh, this is positive. Sorry, my mistake. I made that negative. So yes, it is going to be positive 6. So 6 is correct. Okay? I put negative here. That was my mistake. Okay. The next one, 2.10. Positive 6. 6 times 4 is 24 divided by 8 is 24 divided by 3 is 8. But here's negative 8. There has to be negative 6. That makes sense, people? It's always going to make sense to check. At this point I've cut number 4. So after this I'll do number 3. No? I'll do 3 last. You didn't do number 3. Right, number 3 is for homework. Okay. But number 3 will also be in the test tomorrow. The test is done already.
So this the thing before we did now is going to be the test.
This whole thing is in your test. The test is based on this exercise. As you did the last time, we expected most of you to get full marks. Okay? Same. I'm going to give you this exam, a test on this, so that you can make sure that you guys understand. Okay? So let's look at the separately. Right, so let's start with number 4. I'll just pull this down, sir. Number 4.1. This would be simply negative 3x. You must get rid of this bracket here. So it's positive, yes? 5x. What's wrong? But you listen, you must remember. You must always add like this. Okay? You must always simplify. Not so. So what is negative 3x plus 5x? 2x. Let's do 4.2. 4.2. 4.2, you got 4a minus plus 13a. Oops, write this neater. You got 4a minus plus 13a. So what's the first thing we need to do there? Brackets, get rid of the brackets, multiply that out. Then you're going to give you 4a minus 13a. So what is 4a minus 13a? Negative 9. 4.3. We got positive a minus 2a. What's negative times positive? Positive. 2 times a and positive 2a. Remember there's a 1 in front here. 1 times 2a is 2a. You all okay with that? So what is a plus 2a? 3a. Not 3a squared. No. Why? Adding and subtracting. The variables stay the same. Okay. Did you get 4.4? You got 3x squared minus into negative 5x squared plus 2x squared. So what must be done first? Brackets. Get rid of the brackets. Okay, so that will give you 3x squared plus 5x squared plus 2x squared. So what is 3x squared plus 5x squared? 8x squared. 8x squared plus 2x squared? 10x squared. Okay, you all okay with that?
Yes.
You get 4.5. You got 3ab minus 4ab minus negative 2ab. Get the brackets first. That will give us 3ab minus 4ab plus 2ab. So what is 3ab minus 4ab? Negative ab. Negative ab plus 2ab? Okay. Will you guys understand? See, 4.6. Question 4.6, you got x squared minus 3x minus 1 minus negative 2x squared plus 5x minus 5. So, to get rid of the bracket, I must multiply the negative in. Not so?
Yes.
There's no number in front of you, so what number belongs there? 1. Okay? So we got x squared minus 3x minus 1. Now negative 1 times negative 2x cubed. Sorry, 2x squared will be positive 2x squared. Negative 1 times positive 5x. Negative 5x. Negative 1 times negative 5. Positive 5. So again, what are we looking for? Like this. So you got x squared and 2x squared. Minus 3x minus 5x. Minus 1 plus 5. So what's x squared plus 2x squared?
3x.
3x squared. Okay, that's going to give us 3x squared. Negative 3x minus 5x. Negative, not 2, man. Negative 3 minus 5. Negative 8. You must use your number line. I'm telling you over and over. Negative 1 plus 5. Positive 4. Can I add them?
No.
It's unlike terms. Alright, let's look at 4.7. So what needs to be done first in 4.7? Brackets. By multiplying that up. Is a negative 1b. So you got 4a plus 5b minus c. So what's that? Negative 1 times 2a minus 2a. Negative 1 times negative 3b. Positive 3b. Negative 1 times positive 8c. Negative 8c. What do I look for now? Like terms. Negative 4a minus 2a. 5b plus 3b. Negative c minus 9c. So what's negative 4a minus 2a? Negative 6a. 5b plus 3b. Positive 8b. Negative c minus 9c. Negative c, sorry, minus 8c. Negative 9c. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at number 5. In number 5, we are told to subtract 4x squared minus 3x minus 1 from. So whatever follows from, you write first. So it's going to be negative 5x squared plus 2x minus 3 minus 4x squared minus 3x minus 1. But here you must have a bracket. Why? Because that is more than one term, so they're following a negative sign. So we multiply that in. So that's going to give us negative 5x squared plus 2x minus 3 minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 1. So what do I do now? Look for like terms. Okay. So what's negative 5x squared minus 4x squared? Negative 9x squared. 2x plus 3x. 5x. What's negative 3 plus 1? Negative 2. Number 6. Whatever follows from, you write first. So we got 4 plus 5x squared minus 3x minus, open brackets, negative 3x plus 10x squared. Why the bracket? More than one term following a negative sign. Okay? So we do, and by getting rid of the bracket now, so that's going to give us 4 plus 5x squared minus 3x, negative times negative, positive 3x minus 10x squared. So what do I do now? Like terms. 4 is on its own also. So what is 5x squared minus 10x squared? Negative 5x squared.
Good morning, madam.
Minus 3x plus 3x.
Grade 12, C and D. Can you please meet Mrs. Patel in the classroom now during break? Grade 12, C and D to meet Mrs. Patel in a classroom, room 42, now at break. The following learners, can you please come to the office for a collection? Latita Tafeni, Kotha Jacobs, and Latita Kunta. Latita Tafeni, Kotha Jacobs, and Latita Kunta to report to the office for a collection. Thank you.
plus b. Now again we're looking for like terms. Negative 4a plus 3a is negative a. Minus 3b plus b minus 2b. 1c minus 5c minus 4c. Okay. Just trying to get through this quickly. So here the test is on all of this work. Yeah? Inclusive of the substitution. So I will send the written out memo for that to the group now. Okay. Whatever follows from, you write first. So you got 4p minus 3q minus 10 minus 2p. Multiply to get rid of the bracket, so it's 4p minus 3q minus 10 plus 2p. 4p plus 2p, 6p. And the rest are unlike, so you just write it down. Okay? Number 9. Whatever follows from, you write first. Okay? So it's negative 4a minus 5b. Subtract the sum. So that means to say I must add them. So it's 3a minus 2b plus minus 5a plus b minus c. You see that, people? We don't need this bracket here, but because there's going to be a plus and minus next to each other, we had to put in a bracket. If we had left it out, no problem. Okay? So that's going to give us negative 4a minus 5b minus, I'm going to sort out inside the bracket first, 3a minus 2b minus 5a plus b minus c. Now we add like terms. Or I could have multiplied out the negative. I'm going to go with the negative one time and do like terms afterwards. That negative must be multiplied by each term inside that bracket. So negative 3a plus 2b plus 5a minus b plus c. So what we have now, 4a minus 3a plus 5a. What is 4a minus 3a? 1a plus 5a? 6a. Minus 5b plus 2b. Negative. You are not using a number line. It's negative 3b minus b. Negative 4b. Don't keep yourself brave, people, and not use your number line. You are going to lose a lot of marks. Plus c. Who got that sum right? Yes, but nice. Alright, so full marks on you tomorrow, no? If that sum comes in. Alright, last question, number 10. How much more is the product of? What does product mean? Multiply. The product of. So which one is the bigger one? How much more is the product of that than this? So the product is bigger than that, not so. So what I do is I say 2x into x minus 10 plus x squared. Can you see that's the product? Then 4x squared minus 3x minus 1. Okay? Which now gives us, get rid of the bracket, 2x times x. It's going to give you 2x squared. 2x times negative 10, negative 20x. 2x times x squared, positive 2x cubed. Get rid of the negative with the bracket. Negative 4x squared plus 3x plus 1. So now we add like terms. 2x squared minus 4x squared. What's 2x squared minus 4x squared? Negative 2x squared. Negative 20 plus 3. Negative 17x. That's on its own, so it's plus 2x cubed plus 1. Okay? You just confirm that answer quickly? Right. But just something you must note at this point also is that we always tend to write these numbers in descending powers of x. If you write it like this, you won't lose anything, and you won't be gaining anything if you write it in descending powers of x either. Can you see that, people? So I'm going to post that the answers to the substitution, the part 4. Okay. People enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class.